We've talked about the Taylor Force Act a lot. It was named after an American serviceman that was visiting Israel who was brutally killed by a terrorist in the streets. The law basically says the Palestinian Authority has to stop the pay for slave program. And if they don't, the money gets cut off. There's one guy that is ignoring that law, and his name is Joe Biden. Claire Lopez, we've talked about this a number of times. I'm talking specifically about the pay for slave program in the Palestinian territories in violation of the Taylor Force Act, meaning Taylor Force, the American serviceman that was killed in Israel by a terrorist. Congress overwhelmingly passed this law saying you're not going to give any money to the Palestinians if they're going to continue to pay their citizens to slaughter Americans. It's come to light that the Palestinian Authority is rewarding terrorists now bigger and more generously than ever, including Gazans who participated in the mass murder of Israelis on October 7th, not to mention what's going on in Judea and Samaria. Congress is starting to put pressure on the White House to observe the law. The Biden administration, without any explanation, is literally ignoring the law. It was signed into law by previous president, and Biden is ignoring it and upping the checks going to the Palestinian Authority. Is this all about courting favor with the Muslim votes that are out there in Michigan that don't like Biden very much? I can't figure out what could possibly be behind it. The IDF is finding terrorists in UNRWA schools. They're getting paid. In UN other facilities, they're getting paid. All over Judea and Samaria, planting roadside bombs and getting killed, and they're getting paid. I mean, it's an enormous part of the Palestinian Authority budget, which they're always broke because they're spending this much money paying killers. What's Joe Biden's explanation for this?
Well, I would like to see some honest journalists perhaps put him on the spot with a direct question about that. He very clearly is violating the Taylor Force Act. He very clearly is continuing to fund both UNRWA, the UN Relief and Works Agency, so complicit in the Hamas atrocities of the Shabbat massacre on October the 7th, and funding the Palestinian Authority, as you say, which spends its money, including this money, which means American taxpayer money. Let's remember that, to spend that money on weapons and terrorism and paying the families of those jihadis in Judea and Samaria killed, trying to kill or actually killing Israelis. I might point to this little article in the U.S. Constitution. It's called Article 2, Section 3, and it says the president shall, not if he wants to, feels like it, is in a good mood today. The president shall ensure the laws be faithfully executed. This president is not doing that.
Well said, Claire. I appoint you to go inform Joe Biden of his constitutional responsibilities. Good luck.
Thank you. Somebody needs to do it.